Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this beautiful channel named Geeks for Geek School, where we provide you guys with free of cost coding classes. So, before we dive into the platform, let me just tell you about this amazing course which we guys have come up with. So, it's a course based on data structures and algorithms, and we have developed this, syllabus of this course, keeping the grade 9 and 9 to 12 students in mind, right? So if you want to learn data structures and algorithm, so you guys can go ahead and log in and register yourself for this course and start availing the classes that we are providing under this course. Now if you want to know what is DSA, that is data structures and algorithms, so let me just give you a very brief introduction of this thing. So, a computer program is a collection of instructions which is used to perform specific tasks. Now for this, a computer program retrieve data. It stores data and also performs computations on that data. Now what is data structure? Data structure is a named location, right, that can be used to store and organize the data. Now what is algorithm? An algorithm is a collection of sequential steps used for solving a particular problem. Now, if you are aware of techniques related to data structures and algorithm, if you know DSA techniques, then you can make optimized programs, right? And you can implement them in Python, C, C++, Java, etc. Right? So this DSA tutorial will guide you to learn different type of data structures and algorithms techniques and also their implementation in various programming languages like Python, C, C++, Java, etc. Right, now what all things we will cover in this DSA, let me just brief you about that too. So we'll start with the basics first. So once you will become confident in the basic part, we will move towards understanding the core concept of data structures and algorithm. So here we will provide you with some live problem solving sessions. And then if you want to know, if you want to check the syllabus, the topics that will be covered in the course, so you can come down over here and here you'll find a button. Now click this button and it will open for you a new tab, a completely new world where you will see a PDF file in which you will see all the topics that we will cover in the online classes that we will provide you in this course. So we have bifurcated the whole syllabus, the whole project week wise. So per week we are going to give you 4 lectures, 4 different online classes. Right, now what are the topics that we will cover in week 1? So these you can find over here in on this page number 2 of this PDF. So we'll start with, as I've told you, very basic things. So basics of arrays, basics of loops, and then we'll move towards the core concepts of DSA. Right. For example, in week 2 we'll talk about different types of sorting that we need to know for structuring our data, like bubble sorting, selection sort is there, then insertion sort is there, and every week will be consists of the 4th lecture, which is based on problem solving, right? So we'll give you some problems that you will have to solve live in front of us. Okay, then in week 3 we are going to take topics like linked list, stack, queue, priority queue, which will be again followed by the live problem solving session. Then these are the topics that we'll cover in week 4. Right, so if you want to know about DSA, if you want to learn DSA, so go ahead and avail this course. It is actually a very, very beautiful course. We have done a lot of hard work on this course and definitely you are going to take away many things from this course. So Pawan Dikshit is going to mentor you in this course, and as you guys know very well, he is an ACM ICPC 2019 Asia Regionalist and currently he is working as a full-time mentor at Geeks for Geek School. right? He's a 5-star coder on CodeShift, and with rating around 2100. So definitely, uh, his experience is going to teach you a lot. Whatever he will share with you in the class, it will it is going to benefit you a lot. And besides this, because this course has gained so much of popularity today, there are students from different countries, different states who are coming and who are availing this course. So you will get a chance to interact with those students. It is definitely going to improve your problem solving skills as well as thinking skills, which is why we guys are studying, right? We're not studying for gaining good marks. I studied for improving my thinking skills and problem solving skills, for expanding my vision so that I can visualize big things. And once your vision is big, once you're able to make your vision big, you can make good plan with the help of your vision. And if you have a good plan, then with the help of good techniques, good coding knowledge, you can implement it very well and you can create something very big, something very new. Right, so that's why we guys are providing you with these classes. If you want, you are most welcome to log in and register yourself for this course. If you want to get in touch with any of our executives, so for sorting out any queries if you have in your mind, so you can click this question number 3, where you'll see this toll-free number, so you can contact us on this number. If you want to drop us an email, you can use this official email ID of ours. Just drop us an email writing down whatever queries you have in your mind, whatever you want to know. There are various courses which we guys are providing today. If you want to know about those courses, you can check out the main website of Geeks for Geeks. And in case you find something very appealing, something very interesting, then go ahead and avail that course. However, if you want to have a one-to-one interaction with us, so you can give us a call on this number or you can drop us a mail on this. Definitely our team will provide you with the relevant information, right? Okay, let's now dive into the platform. So what are we going to do today? We are going to develop this famous game named Rock Paper Scissors. So as you guys know, Python is a multi-purpose programming language, right? And we can use it for developing game also. But the game that we are going to develop today, we will not use any any module like Pygame. We'll use a very simple module, and we'll use it's a command line game that we are going to develop today. Fine. So let's start developing the game. Now the first thing that we have to do is we have to import a module, the name of which is randint, right? Sorry, the name of which is random. Now let me see whether this platform will accept this code or not. So I can just run this command, and yes, it has accepted. It has not given me any error, so it means that random is there installed on my device. However, if you come across any issue while running this command, it means that you don't have this package on your device. So how you will install this package? Simply you have to come over here and then you'll click this Python packages. Automatically a window is going to appear. Just a second. So when you'll click on this Python packages, it is taking a bit of time. Maybe it has hanged, I think. Okay, now it is working fine. So that's the window I was talking about. You can simply type the name of the module which you want to import over here, right? So I typed random and I am able to see a couple of functions, a couple of modules over here. So whatever module you want to go for, because it's already installed over here, so that's the reason it's not visible to me in this window. But if you don't have this on your device, then definitely you will see a random named this module over here in this list. So go ahead and select that module, and automatically, once you're done with selecting the module, you will see the install option getting reflected right in the bottom over here, like the way it's reflecting for this module over here on this left right side. Okay, you just have to click this install button, and automatically PyCharm will install this module on your device, and then you can import it and use it. Okay, now what do we want to use from this random module? So I would like to, from random, I would like to import rand int. So that's the function that we'll use today, right, for this, for making this command line game rock paper scissors. Now the next thing that we need to do is we need to define a list of play options. Right, now how to define a list? So as you guys know, we can simply put a variable like this, and after that, if you want to define a list, so list is a collection type of variable. That's the reason we need to for list we have to use these two brackets, rectangular brackets. We use rectangular brackets, and then whatever options you want to put inside the list, you can define them individually inside the double inverted commas. For example, the first option is rock, then we have paper, and then we have scissors. Right, so rock, paper, scissors. I've successfully defined a list over here. Fine, now let's come down. Now the second thing we have to do is we need to assign a random play to the computer. Now how to do that? So we can simply define a variable. Let's say a variable named computer. Let's go with a variable named computer, and then we can put t over here, and so rand int is the function now which we are going to use for making the computer randomly select a value in between a defined limit. Now how to define that limit? So limit is going to be this 0, 2. So now the computer will pick up any number between 0 and 2, and 0 is included in that, right? So as you guys know, list is indexed, right? So that's the reason I put 0 over here. So because list is indexed, so the interpreter will put this on index number 0, and it will put this on index number 1, and it will put this on index number 2. Right, so 0, 1, 2, we have 3 different choices. The index number of this one is 0, then this one is 1, and of this one it is 2. So that's the reason I've defined 0, 2 over here. Right, I hope you have understood this thing. If you have any queries related to this, please do let me know in the comment section. Put your queries in the comment section. I will be visiting the comment section very soon. I'll be checking out all the queries in case I find something interesting, or I find any query over there. Definitely I'm going to answer that query. Okay, let's now define a boolean value for this player. So initially I would like to keep it false, and now when the player is equal to false, while the player is equal to false, then player, I would like the the person who will play the game, I would like him to input something from out of these 3. I would like him to input a value. Now how can we do that? So we need to provide him with 3 different choices. So input, and after that inside it we can copy this entire code like this, and we can put it over here inside the round brackets like this. So input rock, paper, scissors, and here I would like to put a question mark. So out of these 3 he'll have to select one. Fine, and whatever he will write, suppose he writes rock, so automatically this rock is going to get saved in this player. Now let's check the condition. If the player, the value of player is equal to computer, if it is the computer, right, if it is computer, then I would like to print this thing tie, right, then it is going to be a tie. Sorry, I think everything is going fine till here. Yeah. So if player is equal to else if, so for else if in Python we use this keyword elif. Remember this thing, elif. So else if player is equal to rock, then what should happen? So here we'll have to check the computer's input also. So if the player's input is rock, then interpreter will check the computer's input. If computer's input is equal to let's say paper, right, then what should happen? I would like to see this thing getting reflected in the output. So you lose, right? Sorry, yeah, just give me a short moment. Yeah, everything is running fine. So print you lose. Okay, and after that we can have this exclamation mark. So print you lose, and then computer covers. So all, everything, whatever I'm writing, it will get printed. So computer, what is the value of computer? Paper. And what is the value of this variable player? It is rock. So the whole thing that interpreter will print for us in the output will be you lose, paper covers rock, right? So that's how the output will be shown to us by the interpreter in the output part. So if player is equal to computer, it is going to be a tie. Else if player is equal to rock, so then this computer's input will be checked, which is going to come from here, right? Randomly, a value will be assigned randomly, a value will be taken, and suppose the interpreter takes 0, right? Then at t0 it is rock, so rock will get saved in computer, right? Suppose if randomly interpreter picks up 1, then what will happen at t1? What is the value of at t1? It is paper, which is present on index number 1. So paper will get saved in this computer named variable. And now if computer is equal to paper, so that's what is going to happen, right? Okay, so we are done with checking the condition for if the player is equal to rock. Now we have to come out of this if loop and let's make use of this else. So if computer is equal to paper, then of course the player will lose. Otherwise, what will happen? Otherwise, the player will win. Print you win, right? Print you win, and here we can write player covers computer, right? See how simple this game is. Anyone can make it, right? If you know about these simple if else control statements, then you can develop it very easily, right? So we are done with defining the conditions for player is equal to rock. Now we have to do the same thing for if the player is equals to paper. So I'm copying this whole thing and I am going to put it, sorry, I need to put it, yeah, over here. So else if player is equals to, now we can change it to paper. So if the computer is equal to scissors, then only it will win. Otherwise the computer then only the computer will win, otherwise the computer will lose, and that's what we will see as an output. So we don't have to change anything over here in these two lines of code. The only change that you have to make is over here, the computer's input. Then we can select this whole thing, copy this code, and repeat the same steps. So we need to now paste it over here. And now if the player is equal to scissors, so what should happen? If the computer is equal to rock, then only the player will lose, otherwise he will win, right? Now if suppose the player doesn't input any of these values, in place of these three values if he inputs something else, then what should happen? For that also we need to define a specific condition. Let's do that quickly. So we need to come out first, and just below this elif we can define this else part. So else print you entered, you have entered an invalid value, right? So that's what is going to get printed. And finally let's come out. Okay, and now we can have this player's value changed to false, and computer is going to, we can have this code again right in the bottom like this. Fine, I think we are good to go, right? So that's the code with the help of which you can develop the rock paper scissor game. Let me just run this whole code which I have written over here and see whether it is going to give us the correct output or not. So how to run the code? We can hit this play button and let's see what's gonna happen. So it is giving us a syntax error. Let's see why is it giving us this error. So everything is fine over here. Okay, I haven't put colons. I need to put colon here, right? So that's the reason it is giving us this error. We need to put colon after every if control statement. So that's the syntax error I made, and I think I've rectified all the errors. Let's now run this code and see what's gonna happen. So again it is giving us some errors. And what are these errors? Okay, let's check right from the top. I think now it is better, right? Earlier it was not looking that good. Okay, so t is equals to here, t is equals to this rand int. Okay, so have I not defined this list correctly? T is equals to rock paper scissors, everything is fine over here, right? Then we have this computer equal to, let's define some gaps also in between these things. 0, 2, this is perfectly fine. Is it fine now? Yeah. So player is equals to false. Now let me run this code, and here I'm getting an error. Player is equals to input rock. Input expected at most one argument got 3. Okay, so that's the that's the error over here. Now why is it giving us an error? That's what we have to see, because we have to enclose this entire thing inside the double inverted commas. I think now it is going to give us, now we will be able to run the code, and this time we'll not get any error. Yeah, so now it is running fine, because we enclosed these options over here individually. That's the reason it was giving us an error earlier. Let's write rock over here. Okay, so it's a tie, right? That's great. Let me run this again. Okay, and if I write scissors, again it's a tie. Let me run it again. So this time I would like to go with paper. You win, paper covers rock, right? So this code, this game is working fine, and everything whatever I've defined over here on this IDE platform, it's working perfectly fine. We're getting the output. Right now, before briefing you about the whole code again, let me just check out the comment box. If I have anything to answer, I would definitely answer those queries first, right? Okay, so, and while I am checking this comment box, I would request you to please like and share the video in your groups so as to make it reach to the maximum students possible, so that they can also come. Those who haven't joined our channel yet, they can also come join our channel and enjoy these amazing coding classes that we guys are giving free of cost to you, right? And thank you very much for providing all your support, right, and all your love. It's very much required. You also know it, and we also know it very well. Masterman Movies, may I know your name please, dear? Okay, it's Shriyanshu Kumar. Hello dear, I hope you have enjoyed this lecture and you are still there with me in this tutorial, and thank you very much for putting your name in the comment section. Govind Verma, thank you very much dear for checking out this video, for being there with me throughout the tutorial. It means a lot, really it means a lot, because we guys are doing these things only for motivating you, only for telling you that these things that we are doing, it's not hard. If I can do these things, if people like me can do these things who are not so good in their studies when they were in 12th, they were in 11th, they were pursuing their school days. So I was not good in studies at that time. But today I am taking coding classes. I know most of the languages, and definitely we are going to come up with some more amazing lectures to tell you that yes, coding is possible today on these platforms, and you guys can do coding very, very easily. It's not a cup of tea. See, it's not a cup of tea that everyone can drink. Fine. It's like a new thing, which a creative person can do, which a hard working person can do. Everything requires hard work. If you are hard working, definitely these things are not hard for you to understand. You will be able to understand each and everything. You will be able to create new things on your own if you are a hard working person, and if you have the passion for developing new things, for coding new things, right? So please, besides liking the videos, I would like you to share the videos also in your groups, so that the other students who have not joined our this channel can come and join us and enjoy these amazing classes which we guys are providing free of cost. Right, so this whole code is working fine. Let me now again brief you before ending this lecture what all things I've defined over here. So I started with defining this random module, and from this random module I picked up this random function. So random is a function which can randomly assign a value to a particular thing. Right now, after importing this random function, I defined a list in which I have kept all the three options from which the computer can select. Now randomly a number will be selected and it will be assigned over here. It will be put over here in between these two brackets, and suppose it is 1, so automatically what is there on index number 1 in this list? It is paper. So it means that T1 will be assigned to this variable computer. So the value of computer is now paper. Likewise, the other values will be picked up randomly. No values lying in between 0 to 2 and both inclusive will be picked up, and they will be assigned randomly to this to inside these brackets, and then based on that these inputs, these items will be picked up and they will be assigned to this computer named variable. Then we have this player named variable, which is for the player who is going to play the game. So while the player is equal to false, so now we have, with the help of this input, we have given the chance to the player to provide his input to us. So from these three options he can select one. Suppose he selects rock, so automatically this player named variable will be assigned this value rock, and then this whole thing will happen. If the player is equal to computer, then it will be a tie, right? Else if means if the value of player is equal to the value of computer. If player is also paper and computer is also paper, so because both are same, so that is the reason tie will get printed. Else if player is equal to rock and computer is equal to paper, then the player will lose, right? And else the player will win. Similarly, we have defined the same code for if the player is equal to paper and if the player is equal to scissors. And finally, we again made the value of this player named variable equal to false, and we then again made the value of this computer named variable equal to this, right? So that's how we developed this amazing command line game named rock paper scissors. Do try it out yourself. It's not so hard. In case you come across any issue while coding this game, you can put your queries in the comment section. We guys are here to help you guys out. Until and unless you will share your things with us, we'll not be able to help you, right? If you want us to guide you about all these things, you have to share your experience with us. Now comes the students who have some different ideas. Suppose you want us to provide you with lectures on some different things like data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, then you have to put those things in the comment section, right? So once we'll get once the number of things will increase, definitely we'll come up with some amazing tutorials with the help of which we can improve your thinking skills, your problem solving skills, right? And do not forget to like and share these videos, because that will definitely going to help the other students who are searching for a good channel on which they can come and learn these amazing coding skills, right? And thank you very much to all the students who are providing their support to us, who are regularly liking and sharing the videos in their groups, and also who are giving us everything, whether it is time, whether it is the support, or whether it is the ideas, right? So thank you very much to all those students who are doing these things, right? Thank you very much all of you for joining me in this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this one a lot, and I hope to see you all in the next lecture also, which I'm going to shoot tomorrow. And again, we are going to develop a very, very innovative, very, very amazing game over there. And I would try to make it more understandable. Whatever I will code, I will try to make it as much understandable as possible from my side, so that you guys can find everything very simple, right?